Here in the north, the Yaller horn is about to sound and send two teams to battle here at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Minnesota Vikings.
Will Riker is the kickoff for the Vikings.
We've got ourselves a fight in this one to get back above 500. Week 3 is underway. Samaje Perine on the return. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
On 2.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Gun.
First give of the game here to Chase Brown. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Here we go.
Burrow to the air now. Getting out to his left. He's keeping it. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. You need to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
First down from the 42.
Here we go. 180. 180. Stop.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Taken in by Chase, left side. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Kid, I was on the field, the young high school quarterback, just last week. And I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other, give him a chance to make a play.
He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals take a 6-0 lead right away. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Give left side to Mason. Nearly starts the drive with the first down run. He stopped a yard short, gain of 9. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
This is Mason on 2nd down. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Well, that run puts him right back in the same old situation for 3rd down. I really thought that run was going to get the couple inches they needed. And you could tell, just look at them down there, Kate. They thought it was going to work too.
Return to Mason on 3rd down. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
So here we go. This is that aggressive mindset they've been talking about. They're going for it here. He's keeping it. He's going for it. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
One thing you cannot say, Kate, about this offense is they're not bold. That was a bold decision, one they trusted the big guys up front, and they moved the sticks.
First and 10 now from the 46. From the shotgun, McCarthy has a man, Justin Jefferson. And he's tackled for a short gain. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at their 49-yard line.
From the shotgun, McCarthy connects with his back, Aaron Jones. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Working quickly here.
And the Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's McCarthy on first and 10. That's him on the quick hitter. And they make the stop, we're going to say about the 37-yard line. Offense to the line fast.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the Bengals' 37-yard line.
Motion! Cup 19, Warriors 70, 19 Lions. Trap 60.
Another throw here for McCarthy. Short pass brought in. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
19 tight. 60 Bobcat.
First and 10, it's McCarthy. Brought in left side by Jefferson. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Offense in the hurry up here.
Jefferson. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3 at the 15.
Again, McCarthy to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Oh, and how well he's slinging at this opening drive, Brock. Not sure we expected to see an incompletion, but his perfect start ends at 5 for 5.
Yeah, kind of the feeling out process, right? I think you find this with defensive coordinators a whole bunch, trying to figure out what that script is on the other side. I have a sense there'll be some completions and incompletions along the way.
Riggs. I'm coming. Cougar 19. Check out.
Throwing again now, McCarthy. Running a screen now for Jones. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings finish off their opening drive. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. One after try good by Reichert. And the Vikings respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early.
Will Reichert to kick off for the Vikings.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. He fields it from the 8. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Cincinnati into formation. It's first and 10.
Let's get set. Ready. Raise up.
This drive will begin with a run by Brown. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Here we go. 11 MT. 11. Stop.
Give on second, it's Brown. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
And it's third down.
Here we go.
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. More from US Bank Stadium after the break. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They're looking at 3rd and 6 here.
Big 13.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Completed to his running back. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
46-yard line.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. On the move, headed right. He can run it. He gets it up a little shy of midfield. That was Jonathan Allen on the tackle.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on second down.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Gun.
Burrow from the gun. Jumped off to his running back. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
On third down, here's Burrow. Oh, missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's fourth down. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah,
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Touchdown, Bengals.
McPherson at the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bengals break that tie and now lead by 7.
Vikings 7. Evan McPherson to kick off.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. And that's complete. Here's Jones. And this one doesn't go far. He goes to the hurry up here.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's McCarthy to throw. Working the sideline. Oh, he got it. Drug the feet. That's a catch.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Check smash. 70 range.
Throwing on third. McCarthy. Has a man downfield. It's Pittman. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down.
Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Warriors 70. Buffalo 18. Let's go. Motion. Take go.
Throwing on first. It's McCarthy. Chased out to his right. Caught by the open man. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the run back of the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Let's get set. Ready? Lights up.
Here's Brown to start the drive. Ooh, and he is crashed at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but showing a love for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
Tight end motioning right. 1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Completed over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. Sit tight. More coming your way from U.S. Bank Stadium after this.
I'm fine, ready?
2nd and 3 now.
11. Here we go.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals get some late points and the lead. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Bengals break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10.
No street. 70 Timberwolves. 7 Pirates.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. All in left side. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Vikings out of the hurry-up, meet everyone back to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Viking 18. Cup 19.
Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked? So the false start backs him up. This is 2nd down and 9.
Hey, smash. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Pass for 11.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Looking slant route, complete. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Vikings out of the hurry-up, meet everyone back to the line.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Looking quickly, trying to get set.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
18 Rattler. Trap 60.
Back to the air, McCarthy. Short pass brought in. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st down.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Viking 18. Check out.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Bengals 42-yard line.
Following the sack, needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. Trying to throw this from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Fights his way through a tackle. And the will take over as he records his first interception of our season. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying.
They get it right back. That's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have it after his second interception of the season. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10.
At their own 47-yard line.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Looking right, and he finds him. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bengals territory. Minnesota spends its second time out here.
Brings up
second and 3 now.
At the 46-yard line.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Going deep here for the end zone. And the coverage holds up. Nicely done. They were tested, but they knock it away in the end zone. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
Escapes the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Just before halftime, we get a timeout ticket. This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. One final shot before the half. A desperate shot here for the end zone. And that's incomplete in the end zone. Could have been 6 points, but as that one falls, Brock, instead just a turnover on downs.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. McCarthy throwing here. Buying some time right. Connecting on the slant. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. And for one of the few times this game, Brock, the target his way does not connect. It's incomplete. And they've got to figure things out on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And he takes it down to the 33. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
24 yards. And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
1st and 10. It's McCarthy. Batted away at the line. Incomplete. He didn't put it high enough to get it over that line. 2nd down coming up. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
19 yards.
It's a gain of 19 on the play, and that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
1st and 10 at the
Looking inside the red zone. He brings it in. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Looking quickly here.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 8-yard line.
2nd down carry for Jones. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stopped just a little bit shy of the marker.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
They give to Mason. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
Like the final battle scene from a movie, Kate, 2 sides charging each other, and they meet right at that line. And they didn't have to drive him backward, All they had to do was hold the line to go win that battle.
Ready? Cougar 19.
And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
Well, as they get deeper and deeper into this side of the field, they need him to become the guy who makes those plays in the biggest of moments. And that may not show up as a big old pass play and utilizing his arm, but it was his fortitude and his strength to move the sticks and may just be the catalyst for a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Hey, smash. Panther 60. Panther 19 tight. 19 tight. Mustang 19. Ready?
Mason. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
At the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
70 Lions. Dragon 60. Ready?
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Buys time, rolling right. No place to go, so he just threw it away. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Take off.
3rd and goal for McCarthy. Bengals get to him and take him down. And the defense a down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
7 yards. It's 4th
Will
and
Reichert
goal.
now to try the Vikings field goal. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Reichert connects there. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Nice to pay off any drive with some points and able to trim the lead slightly there the first time out in the 2nd half. And even if they can't get into pole position, they just want to keep this thing close.
Fielded at the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32.
Here we go.
Right on the toss, right side. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
They got out ahead of that one, and good thing, too. That effort, right, just that pursuit, that want-to, may have prevented the big play, and instead, well, they nearly got him for a tackle for loss.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
What's your set?
He motioned the tight end over.
13. Big 13.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Hits his running back. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
On 1, right?
1st down from the 42.
Here we go. 11.
Burrow from the gun. Forced out to his right. He takes it. Ball is out. Burrow lost it. But I think someone on the Bengals got back on top of that one. And yes, they did. Bengals football. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals lengthen the lead at the end of the third. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his second touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, McCarthy. On the move, headed right. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's Vikings football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Straight ahead. Here's Mason. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. 7 yards on that pickup. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
First and 10. Here's McCarthy. Bails out of the pocket quick. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
2nd down. McCarthy to pass. Chased out to his right. Brought in right side. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
And the Vikings first down.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Working quickly here.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. DJ Turner comes up with it. And the Bengals are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. The Bengals send out the punting unit. It'll be Ryan Rico doing the honors. And they'll be backed up to begin this drive. Great work by the punt team, downing it at the 7.
7-yard line.
All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. He put everything he had into this one. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So second down coming up. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Has a man on target to Johnson. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. Offense to the line fast.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. Buys time, rolling right. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up 2nd down.
Here's McCarthy to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. 3rd and long for him here. Oh, brother, it's another interception.